Hello everyone, how's it going? Billy Ballgame here, back with another video. On this channel, I'm just a dude who loves to talk about baseball cards. And today's video, I'm going to cover a few different topics, but the main focus of the video is I'm going to give an update on the progress of my 1960 Topps set. And I'm going to show you all of the current Stars and Hall of Famers that I have slabbed together on this video. I think I've shown them, on a few different videos, but I don't think I've ever shown all of them together. So I just wanted to give an update on that set. But a couple other topics I wanted to talk about real quick before I get into that is last night I was on a live stream with my buddy Dave from Legends Never Die. Or sorry, Dave, Legends of the Dugout, not Jake from Legends Never Die. So my buddy Dave from Legends of the Dugout, we did a stream kind of in celebration of Veterans Day. So Dave was on there with myself, Matt from the THA Card Story, my buddy Lou from Lou Rock TV, and my buddy Adam from Vintage Sanctuary. So please, if you are not subscribed to any of those channels, I will do my best to link them in the description. And please subscribe and follow their channels if you would be so kind. And then one more thing I wanted to touch on real quick before I dive into the meat of this video is I hung out with my buddy Chris yesterday up at his house and helped him finish the inventory on his collection. And I noticed that Chris has a Justin Verlander rookie card in an SGC 10. And then he also has one in a PSA 10. So one of them obviously are a duplicate. And I have one in an SGC 9. And then I talked to Chris and was like, hey, would you be willing to do a partial cash and trade deal for that Justin Verlander? And he said, yes, I will. So he told me to go ahead and take it with me yesterday. I haven't paid him for it yet. I haven't gotten my Justin Verlander in a 9 to him yet, but I just wanted to show off this sweet card. Justin Verlander is a no doubt Hall of Famer. He is probably not going to hit 300 wins. I think he's in his low 40s. So he's getting up there in age a little bit. I want to say he's got 240, 260, somewhere around there. Maybe I should have looked his stats up before I started this video. But, I don't think he's going to hit 300, but there's no doubt that he is a Hall of Famer. And the reason why I didn't look his stats up is a good transition, a good segue to the meat of the video. So today I spent a lot of work, a lot of time going through my 1960 Topps set to make sure my list is updated, to make sure that, because I've gotten a lot of cards. Chris bought some for me at a card show not long ago. My buddy Adam from Oregon sent me some. So I've just had a few come in over the course of the last, 3 or 4 months. And my card room is a mess right now. So I hadn't gotten everything put away and all of the cards from the 1960 set added on my sheet and into the box. So it took a long time to get through this today. But if any of you, and also my buddy Rick from Rocket Rick J18 offered to help me and look through his collection to see if he has any duplicates of any 60 Topps set cards. So I need to update my checklist so I can send it to Rick so he can look for commons for me. But if any of you are working on a 1960 Topps set, please let me know. You can reach out to me through my email on my channel if you don't already have my phone number. But I have an insane amount of duplicates for this set. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to pick them all up. So here's about half of it. I think I have just as many duplicates as I do actual cards for the set. Here's another part. And then I also have an extra graded card. So if any of you are interested in these, let me know. I'd be happy to trade them or work something out if you're working on the 60 set. But yeah, feel free to reach out to me on my channel email or text me if you have my number. And once upon a time, I was going to do this complete set graded. And I'm really glad I didn't once I went through everything today and crunched the numbers on it. So I have, I think, the first 10 or so are graded cards from when I was going to do it, complete the set with everything graded. But then as I was moving my way through it and thinking, you know, for every time I spend 10 or 15 bucks on a common in a 5 or a 6, like those numbers started adding up in my head. And eventually I came to the realization that it just didn't make sense to do the entire set graded. So what I'm focusing on is the Stars and Hall of Famers. I want those graded. And then also like the team cards and the manager cards and stuff like that, I would like to get graded. So I'm going to go through them and start showing you all today what I have graded. As far as, I'm not going to show you every graded card. You don't want to see a Bob Oldis graded card. Like, so I'm just going to show you the Stars and Hall of Famers. And I think the set's all out of order because I shuffled this thing around I don't know how many times today. So hopefully the Stars and Hall of Famers are in order. So number 1 is Early Win, Hall of Fame pitcher, 300 game winner. That is number 1 in the set, and that is one of the first cards that I bought for the set once I decided I was going to go ahead and complete the whole thing graded. So this is one that I don't have a lot of these added to my VCP if they're not Hall of Famers or Stars. But there are a few that I need to go back through and add because, like, I realized today that I have Joe Adcock graded, but I don't have him in my VCP. So I'm going to add that because Joe Adcock had, I don't know, over 300 and something home runs in his career and was a really good player. So I would consider him a star. And here's Master and Mentor, Willie Mays and Bill Rigney. Oh, and before I get too deep into this, let me break down the numbers for you right now of where I'm at on this set. So I currently need 227 cards out of this set altogether, and it's a 572 card set. So I have 345 of them, which breaks down to 60%. I thought a while back I was at 62 or 63%, but I moved a couple, and I think there were some that I thought I had that I didn't have. So once I'm tracking that I have everything completed, like, I'm going to go through this set card by card and double check to make sure I have everything. So I have 67 graded cards for this set. And again, a certain percentage of those, I would say probably close to half or maybe 30% of them or so, are non-Hall of Famers and non-Stars. Guys like Bob Oldis from when I was going to do the whole set graded. And I'm glad I didn't, because right now, being 60% in to the set, 60% completed, by my calculations, I am $4,058.82 into this set right now. And I still have 40% to go. Now, luckily, I've gotten, you know, the Mantle and the Yastrzemski, but I still have some cards in that, you know, $200 range. I still have a Willie McCovey rookie to get. I still have Willie Mays to get. I still have Hank Aaron to get, and both of their All-Stars. I still have Koufax. I still have Yogi Berra. So I still need, I think it's in the range of 20 to 30 what I would consider stars and Hall of Famers. And then today I decided I'm going to go ahead and get all the team cards graded and all the coaches' cards graded too. I may soften up on that stance as I keep moving through this. We'll just see. So that's where I'm sitting right now. But I'll go ahead and continue to show you some of the graded cards that I have of the stars and Hall of Famers. And some of them I have that aren't graded. Like I have Bill Mazeroski, but not graded. I have Frank Robinson, but not graded. It's got a crease in it, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I've got Billy Martin, not graded. So I have a handful of, stars and Hall of Famers that aren't graded. I just think the ones that I have ungraded right now are too rough to get graded. So I definitely have some that I'm going to upgrade that I'll show you also. So here is one of the most recent ones that I added. My buddy Chris from Missouri just gave this card to me. I'm pretty sure it was ungraded, and I sent it in to get it graded, and it came back in SGC 5.5. So I was pretty excited about that, and I think this is number 10. So I have the first 10 cards in this set graded. And here's another one I bought off of Chris a while ago, ungraded, as I was first starting to get into the set. This is a beautiful card here. The Brooks. And again, I love this set. Like, if I had to rank my favorite sets of all time, I would probably say 54, 55, 56, 52, and 53 tops would be in there somewhere. As would 65 tops and 60 tops. So 60 tops is probably in my top 5 or close to it favorite sets of all time. Here is George, also known as Sparky Anderson, Hall of Fame manager for the Detroit Tigers and the Big Red Machine. This is one of my favorite cards in my collection. Again, you've all seen this on my channel if you've been around for a while. This is a card I got from Chris ungraded and sent it in to get graded. And I almost passed out when I saw that it came back as 7.5. And I'm a huge fan of this card, not just because of the grade, just because Bob Gibson is a monster, and this is a beautiful card. So next we have Whitey Herzog. This is definitely an upgrade candidate in a 3.5 because, again, my thought is I would like to have all the Hall of Famers and all the stars graded in the 5 to 6 range. And especially like now that I have the most expensive cards in the set for the most part, most of them, like Whitey Herzog's not going to cost a lot of money to go from a 3.5 to a 5. So here's Nellie Fox. Again, just another awesome card. I really subconsciously guess that I am really fond of horizontal cards. And I just love the main portrait and then the action shot over in the side. So yeah, I'm just a huge fan of this set, obviously. My buddy Jason from Everyday Card Collector said I will be forever linked with the 1960 top set, and I'm okay with that. So here is Jim Cott. Again, another candidate to upgrade. I bought this one ungraded at a card show a few years ago and thought it looked pretty good in the dim light of the card show, and then I sent it in to get graded and it came back a 3 because I missed a divot in the surface of the card right there. But it's a great card nonetheless, and Jim Cott has come down considerably, so I can probably buy a 5 or a 6 for less than I actually have into that 3 right now. And here is my Carl Yastrzemski. Again, if you've been around the channel for a while, I've shown this one too. And this one I think is gorgeous. It's got a little bit of the surface issues, the overprinting and stuff like these are so known for. But overall, this one's a really clean example. So I love that card. Here's another one of my favorite cards from the set, Rival All-Stars with Mickey Mantle, and if I put my Cardinals glasses on, my Cardinals red glasses, future Hall of Famer Ken Boyer. Now, he probably won't get in, but a boy can dream, right? But I'm a really big fan of this card. Here is the Harmon Killebrew. This was another one that I got ungraded from Chris. I got the Brooks Robinson, the Killebrew, and the Bob Gibson all off of Chris. So again, just a great card. I love this set. Like, stands out when the colors are really bright, and they just pop on this set for some reason. And I think that's really what drew me to them, was just the colors. Here is Hall of Fame manager Al Lopez. Great card. I really like the manager cards in this set, even though they aren't horizontal. I just like the design. I thought they did a great job in this set in general. And the backs on these manager cards, again, are great. So that's a great card there. And here we have another one of those combo cards that I love so much. This is Mound Magicians with Lou Bordette, Warren Spahn, and I don't know what Buell's first name is, but very cool card there. Looks like Warren Spahn is messing around with a knuckleball. Those of you who grew up playing baseball, I'm guessing that most of you, even if you didn't pitch, you probably played around with throwing a knuckleball back in the day. And that's what I'm guessing that they're doing. So yeah, just a cool card. Here is the Luis Aparicio. Again, just another great card. Just classic. I just love the looks of them. They did such a great job. Like I said, the colors pop, the action photos. So this is a recent upgrade. I had the Musial before in a 3.5, SGC 3.5, and I gave it to my buddy Doug because Doug was kind enough to gift me a few cards, and I went ahead and gave my Musial to him, and then picked this one up at the most recent show that I went to in St. Louis. So great looking Musial there. And then here's another combo card, Power Plus, with Tito Francona and Rocky Colavito. This is also a candidate to upgrade. VCP, one of these haven't sold in a while, and VCP shows that this is worth $95 in a 4. I highly doubt that, but I would like to upgrade this to a 5 or 6. I would think that it would be a fairly affordable card. And I'm a really big fan of Rocky Colavito. Here is a Robin Roberts. This one's in a PSA 7. I actually have a PSA 4 that I cracked out that I'm going to submit at some point to SGC that I think looks better than this. So when that comes back, depending on what it grades, I'll decide which one I'm going to keep. But this is not this exact one, but the PSA 4 that I cracked out was one of the first cards I bought of this set before I was planning on completing the whole thing. And then here's another recent pickup, the Curt Flood. This is another great looking card, just gorgeous. Love the colors, love the layout, love the young Curt Flood. He missed so many years out of his career due to his fight for free agency. But I think I picked this up for about $20, including shipping off of eBay, not too long ago. Great looking card. Here is Richie Ashburn. This was another gift from my buddy Chris from Missouri, I believe. But a great looking card there. And then here is my first graded Playing Days Roberto Clemente. I believe I might have had the 67 tops first. I can't quite trill my R like my buddy Lou Rock does, but great looking card here. I picked this up at from the dugout in Columbia, and probably overpaid for it, but I paid up a little bit based off of the centering and the color, and just I thought it was a great example of a 5. So love that card. Trying to get the glare to be a little better, but it's not working on that one for some reason. Here is Red Schoendienst, Cardinal great, and MLB Hall of Famer. Was involved in the Cardinal franchise in one way or another for probably 40, 60 years as a player and as a manager and a coach. Just one of the all-time dudes, great dudes within the Cardinals organization. Rest in peace, Red Schoendienst. And then here is the biggest card in the set and kind of the creme de la creme of this set, and one of the best cards in my collection is the Mickey Mantle. At the time I bought this off of eBay, it was the most expensive card that I had ever bought. Since I've bought the Bob Gibson rookie that I had for 45 minutes at the National, and then used that as a partial trade and cash to pick up my Hank Aaron rookie. So this is the 3rd most expensive card that I've bought in my collection. And this one also has come down considerably off of what I paid for it, but I don't care because it's a great looking card, and it's Mickey Mantle. So how can I complain about that? Here is another combo card. This one has Gus Bell, Frank Robinson, and Lynch. I'm not sure what Lynch's first name is, but I love that card as well. You all know, if you've been following the channel for any period of time, that I love combo cards, and that's a great one too. Here's the back on it. I haven't been showing very many backs. I'm not very good at that. I always forget for some reason. Here is Hoyt Wilhelm. Again, just another great looking card. This set has so many of them. And then I just got done talking about this guy, Rocky Colavito. And he was a monster to start his career. I bought this one ungraded at the Westport show in St. Louis last year. I think I paid 10 bucks for it, and was happy it came back as a 5.5. And again, this is just another great looking card. And then here we have Eddie Matthews. My only playing days card of Eddie Matthews currently, I believe, that I have graded. But yeah, just a stunner. And then here we have Warren Spahn. This was actually a BVG 6.5 crack out once upon a time. But another great looking card of Warren Spahn. And here is the Kansas City A's coaches. This one I don't have in my VCP either. It's probably not really worth much, but if I'm going to get all the coaches graded, then why not? Because some of the coaches, like on some of these cards, are Hall of Fame players. So I figured I would go ahead and get them all graded. And then this is the Cardinals coaches card, so of course I have to get it graded. And I don't have the Sonny Hemis, however you say his last name, the Cardinals manager from this era. I don't have his card yet, but it'll be one that I add graded also. But I really like the coaches cards too. I think they did a great job with those. And here's the Washington Senators coaches card. Don Drysdale. Another great looking card. And Don Drysdale is pretty cheap. He used to be expensive back when I was a kid. Him and Whitey Ford were both really expensive, right up there with Sandy Koufax. but Drysdale and Whitey Ford have, comparatively speaking, are way cheaper than Sandy Koufax now. And then here is Duke Snider. Again, another awesome card. I think this one has a print dot right there underneath the eye, in between the I and the N, but I don't care. It's still a great looking card. And then these are some of my favorite cards from the set, and some of my favorite cards of all time, the All-Star cards. And I don't have too many of these yet, but there are some amazing All-Star cards in this set. But this was one of the first ones I bought because I wanted to get all the Mantles knocked out as quick as I could, because, you know, you can assume usually that the Mantle is going to be the most expensive card in the set or close to it. So, and then the All-Star backs are awesome also. Again, just a great looking card. I love the design of those. And here is the Al Kaline. And some of you may know that I had the Al Kaline regular card, but I got rid of it. My buddy Adam from Oregon has it. I discovered a crease and it bugged me. So that is one that I currently don't have in my collection as part of the set, but I'll hopefully pick one up here before too long in a 5 or 6. But I haven't really spent a whole lot of time focusing on this set. I picked up a few cards here and there, but you know, I'm trying to save up money to get some of the bigger cards, some of the Hall of Fame rookie cards and stuff like that. So I've kind of not lost interest, but kind of just am not focusing on these as much here lately. So here's the Willie McCovey rookie year card. I would not call this a rookie card, but a great looking card nonetheless. And this one's pretty inexpensive. So for you budget guys, if you don't want to fork out, you know, $150 to $200 for his rookie card, you can buy his All-Star for about 60 bucks, depending on the grade. I don't know what it would cost you ungraded, probably 10, 20 bucks, somewhere in that ballpark. I don't know. But another great looking card anyway. And then last but not least is Jim Bunning. Again, just another amazing card. Look at the color pop on that. So those are all the graded cards that I have. Well, not all the graded cards, but all the Hall of Famers or stars that I have graded right now for the set. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're still with me, I forgot to mention this in the intro. I have been busier lately, and I'm about to get more busy because our first game, this is Sunday night as I'm filming this video. Our first game is this coming Thursday, and then it's going to come pretty fast and furious. So last week, I was pretty busy and watched way less YouTube than I normally would. So I apologize to all my buddies who I'm subscribed to. I watch their channel. They watch my channel. I apologize. I have not been on YouTube as much lately. I still love you guys. You still have amazing channels. I've just been busy. So I'm hoping that I can get caught up a little bit each day, but we'll see how it goes, because there are going to be some weeks where I have 3 games in a week. So it's going to come fast and furious, but our season is pretty short, luckily. So by the time we're getting close to Christmas break, I'll be free again. And then baseball will be kicking off, workouts and stuff like that in February, and then we'll go until the end of school once baseball kicks off. So please be patient with me. I apologize. I haven't been on YouTube as much, but I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up at that. I'm closing in on 30 minutes. So if you're still with me, again, I really appreciate you all stopping by, checking out the video and supporting the channel. And if you're currently unsubscribed, if you would go ahead and subscribe, give this video a like, again, that would be much appreciated. So until the next one, I hope everybody has a good one, and I'll talk to you later.